if you're an individual investor, how would you recommend they go about, inspecting and purchasing and managing the property?
So if you are if you're looking at a distance property, I know like you don't want to travel each and every time to look at properties.
Right.
The best way should be these days a lot of digital platforms, and it enables you to do in a better way. So the way how I would suggest, you should have a very knowledgeable realtor in ground, and then you should do virtual viewing of the properties. But even before you do that, you have to analyze the property yourself.
Right.
You got to make sure that property which you are buying financially sounding. Once you decide, okay, this is a financially sounding property, you don't want to go in there because it may cause you arms and legs if you travel every time to look at the property.
Right.
So just do a virtual viewing, and then if you like the property and the location and rest, what you could do is you could put an offer and secure it, and during this due diligence period, you could go out and check out the property yourself with the home inspection.
Right.
So you have to have a power team in the local city where you'll be owning. So you need to have a realtor and then home inspector. And then for an example, the mortgage providers here in Ontario, they cannot get you a mortgage for a property in New Brunswick.
Right.
Because the mortgage brokers, they are licensed to operate only in Ontario.
Right.
So, but the banks, they could do, they can lend out of province properties, but brokers, they cannot help you out. So potentially you may even need to have a local mortgage broker there. And then the lawyers, same thing. The lawyers here in Ontario, they cannot operate in New Brunswick, so you need to hire a local lawyers there. So that's how you have to form the team. So all these execution can be taken place there with your power team, and then you need to hire a property manager. So you need to interview a couple of them, and then hire one you think you could work with them.
Right.
And whoever could respond you promptly and take ownership.
Right.
And deliver what they promise.
Right.
So this how you can look at the property, purchase it, and then manage it. So that you could have a peaceful mind that
Right.
your investment is growing, and you don't need to worry about cutting the grass or shoveling, and even you don't have to even attend the tenant phone calls.
Right.
So this one become real passive income generating property when you actually buy a property distance and then let the whole property managed by a professional rather than you attending the phone call and going out every 2 weeks and cutting the grass and all kind of things.
So how is BizRing helping the investor who wants to buy a property in a distance location?
So as of right now, BizRing is across Ontario. So people can buy property. For an example, GTA investor, if they buy a property in Windsor or Ottawa, they should be able to find trades, and also they can create power teams so that they can manage them. At the same time, as we speak, we are working on our BizBoard. With the launch of BizBoard, it is globally people can come and interact and share their deals or ask questions, and fellow real estate investors and service providers, they could give them proper advice. But after BizBoard get launched, we would go across nationwide, and then people in New Brunswick also would be able to market themselves and advertise, so they could be part of BizRing community.